My name is Audrey Allison, and this is your April 2014 forecast for the month. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm happy to be here. Let's get into it. April is not mild. April is a very heated month, appropriately. The first half of it is governed with the sun in Aries. But to start April, on the 5th, Venus, the planet of love and beauty and money, is entering Pisces. Pisces for you, Aries, is your 12th house. So with Venus in this spiritual sector, you could find that you are retreating inward and maybe finding a more loving connection to your spiritual self. There might be a lot of time for you to spend by yourself at the top of the month, the first few days of April, but on the 5th, Venus will transit into Pisces. Now, Venus is actually exalted in Pisces, so this is a very beautiful placement for her. Just a little astrology 101, we all know that planets govern certain signs. Planets can be exalted in certain areas, which means there's just a deeper, more harmonious placement for them in certain signs. Certain signs can make them use their abilities much stronger, and that's what Venus does in Pisces. She is exalted in that sign. Okay, Venus in Pisces in the 12th. It's quiet time, okay? Just reflect inward. You might benefit with that protective 12th house because your psychic ability will be really increased at that time. So you'll be able to be in tune with yourself, and probably for the betterment of April, because the eclipses, you'll need some protection there. So it's really good to stay honed in. On the 7th of April, Mercury enters Aries, and that is you. This is your first house. So Mercury in Aries in the first. This is joining your ruler, Uranus. So Uranus is also stationed in your first. Now, Mercury is going to make you more expressive and more communicative, and you might feel the urge to read a lot more, to study. School would be an amazing time for you right now, because Mercury will stay there for about 2 weeks. He's catching up with himself again, so we'll have a double transit with Mercury this month as well. But on the 7th, he's moving into your sign. So use that, from the 7th on until the 23rd or so. Use that. Get your journaling done. Start to write. Do your local errands and travels. Have more communication with your siblings. Mercury rules the 3rd house of Gemini, and that will be more of an expressive time. So it is a good time for you to get out your pens and paper and your computer and get to blogging and creating your websites and things like that. Things of the local area too. Your neighbors, your siblings, local travel will be enforced on the 7th. And I'm sorry that I'm a little tongue-tied again. I've got Mars retrograde in my 3rd house, so forget about it. Okay, April 14th, Pluto retrogrades. He's a big player this month. Pluto's going to retrograde 13 degrees Capricorn. And this is in Capricorn is your 10th house, and this is going to be through September 23rd. So this is a darker phase for Pluto to retrograde. Your 10th house is your career, and you might find that there are things happening behind the scenes in the work environment. There may be a lot of secrets, a lot of mystery surrounding the career. Don't give up on any focus that you have for job hunting or maybe promotion or implementing change. It might seem a little stagnant at that time, but with Pluto retrograde, you can trust that there are things working behind the scenes in the 10th house. So you might get a call that you don't expect down the line. That'll have something to do with Uranus and the eclipses. But Pluto will make your career seem very intense too. You might become fixated in your social status or your stature, how you are perceived in the outer world. Now, let's get to these eclipses because we have a full moon lunar eclipse on the 15th. This is 25 degrees Libra. The first one's in Libra. So that's going to be in your 7th house of relationships, partnerships, marriage, commitment. Could be business partnerships as well. Full moon lunar eclipses will shake things up. They will bring change. They will eclipse things out of your life. If you are not in a relationship that's built on absolute solid foundation, you can see a separation at this time because anything that's meant to stick will, and anything that isn't really going to work out will be broken and eclipsed out of your life. This will always, it's very painful when people go through breakups because we are emotionally attached. We are human beings. We are spirits in a human body, but trust that you are being led in the right direction, as painful as it can be when something happens like that. The universe is looking out for you. It just might take a while for this to come through or shine through. Okay, so following this eclipse, the full moon on the 15th, we have the sun going into Taurus in your 2nd house of finance. All right. Okay, so you have some money action here. The sun, every year at this time, you should actually see your wallet increase. The sun will go into Taurus on the 19th of April, and this will shine blessings in your possessions, your resources, your finance, your budget. You could see that being enhanced and illuminated at that time. But the following day, here we go. Everyone get your helmets on. On April 20th and 21st, we have an exact grand square, cardinal cross in the sky. All of the cardinal signs are involved. You are one of them. We have Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. We have Mars retrograde in Libra, and we have Jupiter in Cancer. We have Uranus in Aries, and then we also have Pluto in Capricorn. They are all 13 degrees from each other. They are forming a square in the sky at an exact, it's kind of trippy, it's an exact grand cardinal cross. This is affecting, okay, so Aries, Cap, Libra, and Cancer. This is your 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th house. So, 1st house of self, 4th house of home, 7th house of relationships, and 10th house of career. These are important houses, and I really feel like you will be going through some changes. How they meet up and align with each other, it's very particular per person. You know, you could find that your house, your home is affected, or there's a change happening there that will affect your relationship, will affect how you feel in the 1st, will affect how you do business in the 10th. Your relationship could be your business partnership too. The 10th combination of this the square happening at exactly in the middle of 30 degrees almost. It's 13 degrees. What a number, you know. You're going to feel some energy, and since you're one of the cardinal signs, lay low. Seriously, I would not even go on social media that day. You're going to be kind of aggravated or worked up a little bit. I mean, if you know how to deal with things in preparation before, since you watch these scopes, you can be prepared, bite your tongue, breathe through it, because I really feel like those 2 days, I'm not going to be working those 2 days. I'm going to be laying low. I just feel like people will be at their gritting, tense worst at times, and I think that this will bring out some kind of anxieties in people because of the eclipses accumulating the changes, and then this square happening in between the 2 eclipses. It's just really time to hunker down. Also, now I live in LA, and we've had 2 earthquakes here, one which I actually predicted the day before with a girlfriend of mine in a car. We were driving home from the desert. We left early because I had a feeling that we needed to get home, and she thought it was because there might be a fire that was happening. I said it was an earthquake, and we had one the very next, in that same morning. So April will have more of these. I really feel like there could be a volcanic eruption in April. That's just my own personal feeling, with Uranus involved and the electricity and the shock mixed with Mars, the power and the volatile energy. There could be some kind of more earthquakes definitely through April, but also volcanic activity. We also have Mercury going into Taurus in your second house, transiting twice, so this is great. Beneficial money, benefiting the finance house, and that's good that you have both the Sun and Mercury working for you in that second, so you could actually see, this is crazy fly that wants to get crazy with me. You can see that your wallet is expanding from the 19th onward in April because your second house is affected twice. And we end the month with a new moon solar eclipse, 8 degrees Taurus, in this second house as well. So there's a change in your earnings, Aries. Be prepared for that. Wow, I'm super talkative today because 12 and a half minutes have gone by and I still have to pick your cards for you. I've read my clients already this morning, and I'm always very accurate, but this morning, I mean, I am channeling some information. I speak to people all over the world over the phone, so these are people I've never met or seen, but I am really, getting names, and I'm just channeling very heavily today. So let's see what the cards have to say for you and what messages I can retrieve from them. Okay, this is the Four of Cups. This is absolutely hunkering down, staying put, stagnance, remaining stuck. This could have to do with that retrograde of Pluto in that 10th. Don't freak out this month about your career. Expect change, but also expect that things are happening behind the scenes that you're not aware of yet. Things aren't brought to the full light, to the full picture. It's not really important for you to have all the information in April. I'm going to pull some more. The Eight of Wands. You might have to cut your losses this month, to sacrifice some things. This could also refer to your finances. In that second house, you have all of that energy here, the eclipse bringing in change in the earnings. Do yourself a favor. Try to save as much as you can, your resources, your energy, not just money, but money and energy in the first 2 weeks of April, because you'll need to kind of pull on them, pull on your reserves, call on your reserves towards the end of the month, after the eclipses get a little hectic, and after that Uranus-Pluto square. Let me give you an astrology card too, because I had some people get in touch with me and message me about bringing these jams back to the forefront, these astrology cards that I had purchased about 3 months ago. So let me see what they want to make significant to you, Aries. Ooh, Jupiter. Well, Jupiter is a major player. Look at how pretty. He is a major player in this grand cardinal cross, this square that we have in the sky. He's stationed in Cancer, and Jupiter will be in Cancer through July 16th of 2014 before he moves into Leo. But he is in Cancer, and that is your 4th house. So this is your home, okay? Jupiter is relating to your home right now. There could be luck in your home in that square, or growth in the home, pregnancies in the home, abundance. There could also be change too with the eclipses, although those are mainly affecting your 7th house of relationships and your 2nd house of earnings. But the 4th house is activated in that Uranus-Pluto square. Well, Aries, thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Audrey Alison, and you can find me at audreyallison.com. And don't forget Facebook, Audrey Alison, Astrology and Tarot. Thank you for helping me make this a successful venture. Have a sweet day, and I'll see you next month. Bye.